The Texas House and Senate have already passed their versions of House Bill 1927. It would allow Texans 21 and older to carry a gun without a license.
KAMR Local 4's Kaylee Green has details from law enforcement about potential changes if that bill becomes law, plus what a firearms instructor says about the pros and cons.
If House Bill 1927 becomes state law, local law enforcement say they will follow it.
I don't see it changing a whole lot as far as law enforcement. We're still going to have people that aren't allowed to carry guns. It doesn't change that. If you aren't able to carry a gun now, the law's not going to change to where you can carry one.
Corporal Jeb Hilton with the Amarillo Police Department says for felons or anyone else who has been told they cannot have a gun, those rules would stand.
What it does is it takes the fee for anybody who could get a permit anyways to get a gun or to carry a gun, the ability to do that without having to pay the fee. So, we don't have a lot of problems with law-abiding citizens when guns become involved most of the time. So, I don't think it's going to be a huge problem that we see around here, and we hope it's not.
The Sheriff's Association of Texas originally withheld support for the bill, but Potter County Sheriff Brian Thomas says with amendments in the Senate, they backed it.
We want to be able to go up and ask, what are you doing, where are you going, that kind of thing. It's not that we want to get in your business, but we still have a duty to protect everybody else, and that's where the issue lies with this, and that's why you're seeing so much debate on this, especially within law enforcement, because we still do have a duty to protect everybody, not just a select few.
Background checks would still be required to buy guns at stores, but the training that comes with the permitting process would not. Law enforcement are encouraging people to complete training regardless of whether they get a permit.
I think that you do learn a lot when it comes to where you can carry exactly, when you can use that weapon in self-defense, and when it becomes a crime when you do use it. So that's something that the training we get yearly on, and we get multiple times a year so that we're up to date on it. I would encourage anybody that's going to carry a weapon to go through that.
A local firearms instructor, Ryan Nash, says he's personally for this legislation, but he sees both sides of the issue.
License to carry class isn't going to go away whether or not this passes. So Texas does have reciprocity with other states in the nation. Having a license to carry in other states is still going to be a necessity. As far as worrying about people not receiving the same amount of training before they are carrying, I think that's a very valid concern. However, for the proponent's side of what 1927 offers, they're trying to get closer to what the Constitution says whenever it says that the right to bear arms shall not be infringed.
Sheriff Thomas says he supports the right to bear arms, but he still has some concerns.
Every time you turn on the TV, somebody else has been involved in a shooting or something. And a lot of times it's police officers, and now we're going to have to we have to step up our game even more because we don't know who's carrying and who's not.
In Amarillo, Kaylee Green, KAMR Local 4 News.
Tonight, the author of House Bill 1927, Representative Matt Schaefer, called the bill to the floor to request a conference committee.
That was granted. If it's passed through committee, Governor Abbott has said he will sign the bill into law.